Hey everybody, this is the Sliders Review, and I'm here today to talk to you about my thoughts on Jac Schaeffer not wanting to do a second season of WandaVision and Agatha all alone. To put it bluntly, this is probably the most foolish person I've ever heard of. I'm sorry, how do you walk away from a job and a good paying job at that? And her response was, "It's too much writing." This woman is lazy. Like, I'm sorry, but this woman don't seem to understand something. She's 46 years old. She does not have the biggest resume in Hollywood. She has a tiny bit of like writing credit on some projects. Black Widow, Captain Marvel. She has like, writing credit for that, but she didn't really write it. She did the Hustle movie. She did something called Timers. She got her start back in 2009. She has not done much. Those are like really the only movies she has made. And then she did Agatha All Along, and she did WandaVision. That is it. And she's walking away from a job. Does this woman like not want to succeed in Hollywood? Does she not want to put like, food on the table? Like, I'm sorry. To walk away from a job and to walk away from good money is just dumb in my opinion. There are so many people struggling right now just in like this country alone, and it's even harder to get a job in Hollywood. And somebody offered her two, and she turned it down. That baffles me. I can't respect that. I cannot respect a person like that. It is too hard for people right now, especially there have literally been some people in Hollywood, actors, directors, writers, showrunners, who Hollywood has passed up because either their projects didn't do too good or they gotten too older or whatever reason. And here comes this woman who made a very good and still, to my opinion, the best MCU Disney Plus show, WandaVision. And when they asked her to come back for a second season, she said no, and that's all it took for Kevin Feige to be like, all right, let's cancel this project. Get a new showrunner. Does Kevin Feige not realize that? And then not only that, but her Disney Plus show got a spin-off show. The only one to get a spin-off show. And she did the first season, which I still don't like. I'm sorry, I don't like Agatha All Along. I still don't see no point. Green lighting a show because a song was catchy is dumb in my opinion. But hey, whatever. People liked it. And she said no to a second season. I don't get that. All it takes is one screw up in Hollywood, one flop, for studios to be like, we're never going to work with you again. That's what happened with Joel Schumacher when it came to the Batman movies. They was done with him. When Sam Raimi screwed up Spider-Man 3, they was done with him. And since some people don't like Multiverse of Madness, the MCU is done with him. That's all it takes. Take the first Captain America movie. Do you even remember the name of that director? I certainly don't, because Marvel was done with him after the first one. Like, that's literally all it takes. And this woman walks away from a job all because she says, that's too much writing. She's lazy. She's lazy, and she doesn't want to succeed in Hollywood. Who's going to want to hire her now, knowing when the job gets too tough, she wants to bow out? Seriously, I don't get that. And the woman is creative because she managed to make a Marvel superhero show that revolves around the tragedy and pain of the superhero in the form of sitcoms. That is how she deals with her grief. That's how that character dealt with her life. And not only that, but WandaVision is still the biggest mystery show in the MCU. Like, that's what got me hooked. It was the sitcom stuff, and it was the mystery of what the heck is going on. No other Disney Plus show has been able to do that for me. And I still think it's the best. The Falcon Winter Soldier, that was just okay. Hawkeye was just okay. I'm furious with Moon Knight because they dialed back the action and just turned into some kind of weird comedy. She-Hulk was disappointing. Secret Invasion is just utter crap. Like, seriously, in my opinion, this is still the best MCU Disney Plus show, period. And just one of the best Disney Plus shows, period. 'Cause Disney Plus ain't got no good shows, really. And I just don't understand how this woman can literally walk away. It was ingenious how she created WandaVision. If she's having a hard time trying to come up with something new, this is why a showrunner or creative or writer, whatever the heck she is, because they don't really have showrunners over there. This is when you have your team help you figure things out to create a new season. There's been so many shows on broadcast television that when the first season was good, they came back for season after season, and hopefully made it better after that. And yet, when the job got too tough for this woman, she just walked away. And I can't believe her excuse is there's too much writing. That makes me starting to think there's more to this story than meets the eye. Because we all know there's some people who have walked away from the MCU. The hectic work schedule, this and that. But honest to God, what is this woman expecting to do now if nobody wants to hire her for anything? And what's even worse is that she's a woman. And this should have been this big wow moment of wow. Here's this woman making it in Hollywood just like a man. And there have been so many who have tried to walk in her shoes and failed with their shows or their movies, and Hollywood just dumped them and passed them up. Like, whatever that lady name was that created that Margot Robbie Birds of Prey movie. I haven't heard nothing from that woman. Because that's what Hollywood does. When you make that mistake, they don't want nothing to do with you. And especially if you're like a diverse person. And now, with Hollywood rolling back on DEI, it's going to be even harder now for women and other people to get their own shows. I just can't believe this crap, man. It's like you don't want to succeed in life. She must not. She really must not. Well, she can just go stick her head in the sand and let like somebody pass her up. I honestly don't care. I can't respect nothing like that. And I used to have respect for this woman when I found out who she was just a few days ago. Because when it came to WandaVision, as much as I love it, I've never bothered to figure out who created the show. Mostly because, you know, they say the Marvel shows don't have showrunners. And they're going to start doing that now. And so once I found out who she was, and I'm like, oh, wow, man, like a woman did all this and 46 years old and half Jewish and everything. Like, good for her, man. You know what I'm saying? And here she goes and does some crap like this. I don't understand that. I don't. I just don't. That. And I don't even want to say this, but I hope to God nobody in Hollywood ever hires her again. Teach her a lesson. Put her, like, you know how they have like director's jail in Hollywood? Put her in showrunner jail, writer's jail, whatever. If it was good enough for Joel Schumacher, it's good enough for her. If it's good enough for Patty Jenkins, it's good enough for her. Put her in there and let her realize just how hard it is to struggle. And maybe then she'll realize, hey, I need to get my butt up and actually do something. And what makes it worse is when you look at her Wikipedia page, she has a buttload of nomination for awards, and some she has won all because of WandaVision. Everything she's done in the past, she ain't got nominated for that. She ain't won nothing for that. This show made her career. You only go on to better stuff, but apparently she ain't been on, like, moved on to like any bigger, better stuff. And because she hasn't moved on to nothing bigger and better, she should have came back for a second season. I have no respect for her. Alrighty, well, I'll talk to y'all later. Bye.